I'd love to know
for
what made
gang
you
members.
what you made the like big shift for you, like where you were kind of like, oh crap, I don't think I can.
So much of it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Like when was it where you're like, oh, I think that
It was a
I'm
combo
gonna have
deal.
to start telling people that that I'm not voting for so and so because blank. You know,
Okay.
like, or like,
Okay.
oh, I'm gonna have to say that I'd rather. Like, what was that moment?
It was okay. It started out with the ways in which woke ideology captured health. So healthy at any size. In other words,
so body positivity.
that
about,
really,
yeah.
I was like, the world is losing its marbles.
Right.
This people.
I don't know.
And we know it.
I know.
We've known it for decades. It's really, it's common knowledge.
Which also is misinterpreted sometimes, like, oh, you're teaching us that we're ugly, or teaching other people that heavyset people must be bad, or that my body must be bad. That's not what anyone's saying.
Nope.
It is your right to be big. It is your right to eat whatever the heck you want. Like you can eat cigarettes all day if you'd like.
Exactly.
It's your
you
body.
You can be trans if you'd like as an adult.
What
I
we're not
agree.
doing is celebrating things that are unhealthy
That
because
kill you.
they're unhealthy and they kill you. And we all agree being would be worse than being alive. Similar to when you start saying body positive, like, oh, I'm going to put a big statue of a heavyset lady in New York City. Why would that be bad? Because it is glamorizing something that's unhealthy or what we don't want to be. It's not that, like, if you look like that, you're bad. It's that we're not trying to encourage people to look like that. And then, like, another thing is, like, they go, oh, why is there a hot babe on the cover of these magazines? Because it's very hard to look like that. So we're going, wow, you worked really hard. To look like that is very hard. It'd be easy to look big because we could all do it.
We could.
We're not celebrating average or what's easy. We're celebrating something that's difficult. Why do we all want 4 clusters of muscles right here? Because it's so hard to do. It's almost heroic if you can pull it off at our age. So, like, that's why it's celebrated, because you're like, you accomplished something.
I know.
And heavyset celebrities always come to the same conclusion. You know, that like Burt Kreischer's a big slob that takes his shirt off. Now he's all about running around and weightlifting. Jelly Roll losing the weight. Lizzo losing the weight. Adele losing the weight.
I'm on Ozempic.
Why do they all want to lose the weight? Because we
Adele, all of them. You're totally right.
inherently would like to live longer, and it would be better if we were not big.
Better quality of
yes.
life. 100%.
And that's not a threat to big people.
Nope.
We love you. Do what you'd like. But also, we're not going to encourage everyone to die a little sooner. We would like you to live longer.
You know, I'm going off piece for a second, just because you brought up the statue in was Times Square, right?
Times Square,
okay.
They put it there the morning I was leaving, and I was like, what is going on out there?
Okay. Yeah. Again, a double down with the left that we just touched on. But here's what's so actually gross about that is that people of color are disproportionately affected by obesity.
And diabetes and
they are targeted, just children of color, 2 to 1 by the food companies. And then they pay off through donations, food companies, the civil rights groups like the NAACP, the Hispanic Freedom League. They give it through donations so that when you go to remove like soda and junk food from snaps, it's racist.
Right. Which is
what is racist
mind-boggling
is that you are targeting them
right.
to begin with.
Yep.
That is the systemic racism all of you are so freaked out about.
Perfect circle.
Bingo.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
No, we're helping them. Oh, are you? Yeah. No, we're
Get 'em
defending
coming and you get 'em
them.
going.
You aren't. You're using them.
That's
That's
exactly
what happened
it.
with Black Lives Matter.
Yep.
They used the plight of black people to make money and push an agenda and steal from nice people who are like, oh, I'm giving money to fight racism? That'd be great. How? How does it feel? Like, they're using them. They should feel angry. They should be upset.
I think a lot of people of color are feeling that way now, and you saw it in this last election. Like when the Barack was like, oh,
couldn't believe he did that.
You're not gonna vote for, you're a traitor to your race.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure to let me know what guests you want to see on in the future.